Phantasmal Flames is a D tier set that's being saved by 2 chase cards. That's what we're here to talk about. Slight Composer thinks, as of right now, when prices of Phantasmal singles are still dropping, the top 2 chase cards account for 74% of the set's total value. That's correct, absolutely. Actually, I verified that. That is absolutely abysmal. I just don't see how anyone justifies a purchase of anything above MSRP. First thing I think is funny is, okay, the top 2 chase cards are 74% of the set's total value. That's abysmal. Really? I mean, it's kind of a weird metric to look at as far as if a set's good. I guess you're saying there's not a lot of depth in it. Fine. I would more point to it to say the set's a bad investment, since this is the Poke investing subreddit. I would say it's a small set and the chase pull races are high, so I would say, by that logic, everyone who wants the chases is going to be able to get the chases. It's not going to be a set that's worth investing in because of that, maybe. But just to say that the top chases account for most of the set value, if the top chase is so awesome and rare and it's super valuable, it doesn't matter. It could be 90% of the set value and it's still going to perform as an investment. One of the things I looked at with relation to this sort of metric was Lost Origin. A lot of people in the comment section here mention different sets: Fusion Strike, Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, Paldea Evolved. Paldea Evolved, it's sort of carried by one card, but there's a lot of really good hits in that set. Lost Origin and Silver Tempest more fall under this category, but Lost Origin especially. The Giratina and the Aerodactyl combined account for more than 50% of the set value. So if you want to compare it to something, sure, compare it to Lost Origin. But if you look at Lost Origin, I mean, it's one of the best performing Sword and Shield sets. You've got Evolving Skies, right? You've got Fusion Strike, and then you've got LO, right? I mean, what else is there? What am I missing? I really don't. I'm probably missing something. Let me know what I'm missing in the comments. But it's like top 3 Sword and Shield. Lost Origin is. So looking at the metric of the chase cards are carrying the set and saying the set's bad because of that, I don't think that pans out as a thesis. The other funny thing he says is, I don't know how anyone justifies a purchase of anything above MSRP. It's kind of irrelevant. Like, if the Pokemon Company decided that they were going to MSRP packs at $9.99 now, then that's what it would be. That's what MSRP would be. So it's kind of irrelevant. And of course, they're selling it above MSRP right now. The set just dropped. Like, everyone's trying to get them. As time goes on, as they print more, as they release more products, as people start completing their sets and are no longer in the market for Phantasmal, the next set comes out, people stop caring as much about Phantasmal. Sure, the price could come down further. Right now, booster boxes are around $250. Price could come down, but as far as a long-term investment, I do agree with the author of this post, but with OP, but I don't agree with the thesis behind it. My thesis is more, it's a small set, it's a main set, and I think because it's the Charizard set, they're going to print a lot of it, even though Charizard is a popular Pokemon. The people that want the set are going to be able to collect it all. It's not very big. They'll be able to collect it all. They're going to grab the gold Charizard for $450. They're going to grab the SIR for $600. Or heck, maybe they'll even get lucky and pull them. But then they're going to complete the set for $1,200 or whatever it is and call it a day. and then there's not going to be a ton of market for it. However, eventually in the future, like, it's going to go up, just like every other Pokemon set, except for like maybe Vivid Voltage at this point, like Steam Siege, right? Most good sets do go up eventually. So I don't know. It doesn't matter that it's small. I could be totally wrong. I could be it could perform better than Ascended Heroes. I don't know. Short term, I don't think so. I think Phantasmal is probably going to go close to MSRP, $5 a pack at some point in the next few months, whereas after Ascended Heroes comes out, whereas Ascended Heroes, I believe it's going to be a prismatic situation of $15 a pack, potentially, or more. But anyways, let's get into some of these comments. I'm rambling here. I'll read some comments, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, but it's the best chase card ever. Yeah, I mean, the SIR Charizard is super sick. Pull it up here. Mega Charizard X. It's got Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, and Mega Charizard X. So, really great artwork. I love how they got the whole evolution line in there, and you got the blue and the red fire. I don't know, super cool. Super cool card for sure. And actually, now that we're looking at the set, I have to disagree with OP on another thing. Yes, they do carry the set, but in time, I think this Meowth has a lot of potential. Obviously, the Dawn and the Sharpedo are already worth a lot. Even the Mega Charizard X full art is almost $50. So I really don't think it's that bad. It's a small set. There's only one Mega Ultra Rare. There's only a handful of SIRs. You're looking at them. You're looking at the Mega Charizard, Dawn, Mega Sharpedo, Mega Lot Bunny, and what's the other SIR? I think that's it. We can just sort by card number, and that'll make my life. Oh, it's the Rotom. Excuse me, it was right in front of my face. So I mean, you're looking at 5 SIRs. So like, yeah, it's not. Of course, the top SIR and the Mega Ultra Rare are going to account for a lot of value because there's only 4 other SIRs to compete with. The IRs are pretty cool. If we can get to them. I really like the Ambipom, the Meowth illustration rare, the Wooper, even the Flygon. I not love the Flygon, but it's like one of the better IRs in the set, I think. I mean, forget it, Yamper and Piplup. I mean, there's actually a lot of good illustration rares. So I disagree with OP on that, but let's keep reading some of these comments. That's literally Fusion Strike. Why on earth did you choose a set with 4 to 5 distinct valuable chase cards instead of any other plentiful set with 1 to 2 chase cards? What a bizarre choice. How did Fusion Strike hurt you? I mean, name some of those sets. Name some of those sets with 1 to 2 chase cards, please. Because I honestly couldn't find any. The only one I could find was LO. That had anywhere close to the ratio that Phantasmal had. You look at something like Destined Rivals with just so many chases. I mean, the fact that there's 5 chase cards over $100 is kind of crazy. But it's a just totally different animal from Phantasmal. You've got, I'm going to go card number again, just to see. You got 244 total artworks versus Phantasmal, which is like 130. So it's totally different beast. You end up with, they have 6 of the hyper rare. They didn't have Mega Ultra Rare in Scarlet and Violet, so these are hyper rare, I believe is what they called them. So you have 6 of those, and then you have SIRs. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 SIRs. So it's quite literally double the size, if not more. double the SIRs, double the possibilities to have these kind of iconic artworks and cards. So really, yeah, I mean, look at the set's incredible. It's really just different animal. It's hard to compare, I think, sets. I think a lot of times people try to compare sets, and it makes sense. You want to compare, what else do you compare a set to besides another set? But it's really hard to find sets that are actually comparable, and it's not twisted. Everyone's arguing about whether Fusion Strike has good depth or not. Meowth is fire, exactly. Like, there's a lot of good illustration rares. Even if it's a D tier set, the Charizard will still carry it like a lot of other sets. When the set retires, there will be a handful of chases from that set. Yeah, absolutely. When this goes out of print, there's going to be more than 2 chases, for sure. Hey, shut your face. Funny thing is, you could say this about the most sought after set of all time. Base set has been carried by Charizard alone for decades. Yeah. I mean, that vintage is a little different. I feel like modern is more about the special illustration, full artwork, fancy hollow thing, and vintage is more about like the, at this point, right, because it's now 30 years old, it's about the nostalgia and the nostalgia of the OG Sugimori Inarita artworks. It's cool. But it's different, I think. It's less just the Charizard. I mean, of course, the Charizard is like massive, and the rest of it's not very expensive. But I think that Charizard even is sought after, not because it's this fancy full art with a crazy background design and wild texture. It's just the OG Zard, So that's really what's going on with that. Totally different, I think. This set is just Obsidian Flames cranked up to 10. Yeah, pretty much. Obsidian Flames kind of stunk. It's crazy, actually, how bad it is. Oh yeah, I had Paldea Evolved open. This is great, but let's look at Obsidian Flames, because it's actually comical how cheap this set is. Total value is $340, and it's not a small set. This is like Destined Rivals. So the fact that Destined Rivals is, you've got every card in the top row in Destined Rivals is more expensive than the top chase in Obsidian, speaks volumes to how much people care about this set. But every dog has its day. One day, years from now, people are going to look at these artworks and be like, whoa, Dark Charizard Terra, that's sick, and it's going to be so out of print, and already you're starting to see some action in the market with the sealed product of this set, but yeah, did not do very well. And if Phantasmal follows this, it'll be in the same place. Won't be too surprised. Yeah, Obsidian Flames with actual Goat Zards. Yeah. What's funny is that this actually looks a lot similar, very similar to like the Hidden Fates Zards. Am I thinking about the right set? Hidden Fates? But it's just, I don't know. People just don't care about the gold cards for some reason. If it was just like a shiny Zard, it would be probably more sought after than a gold Zard. And then same with this, just the Terra one. I just don't think people care. It's kind of crazy. A lot of these artworks are really cool. I love the Pidgey evolution line. I think that artwork style is cool. anything to mix it up. This Lechonk style is super cool. I don't know who the artist is, but I think they did the Ralts evolution line from Scarlet and Violet base set, which is like those are like the chases from Scarlet and Violet base. Super good artworks. Anyways, I'm totally off on a tangent now, but this post had me wanting to talk, so I'm glad I talked. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. Check out some stuff on my website. We got top loader binders that just came in. We got acrylics. We got some singles there. I got to add a bunch more singles and some sealed products, some tins and stuff. Check it out. Use code YT20 to save 20%. Thanks for watching.